Inferno912 from this side. Welcome everyone on my gaming channel. A new episode from March of Empires. That's because we have new camps to destroy. Well, they are not new, but at least they changed, and I'm very excited about that. Let's have a look. So here we have Challengers Field. That's the name of the camps what we're gonna destroying this time, and I'm very excited about this. I was so tired of hitting barbarians. You know, the gear what I collect from them is all nice, but is over time is duplicate, so there's nothing what I can do with it except maybe sell. But for now I'm holding it, maybe for the future, I don't know. You know, if you're gonna be in a great needs of coins, you can do that, but from another side, well, it's just boring. I'm excited always to receive gold from and resources from them, but that gear I think is one of the reasons what we actually hitting and like those camps. You can check the video of what I made last week, and there was Path to Glory level 9, and one of the tasks in there was to destroy 300 of those camps. Lucky for those who actually have a little bit of mix of them, so you can destroy some of the barbarians. And this one, for some players this is gonna be nothing special because they probably have the gear from this already. Let's see what we got here. This is the level 5th level of this camp, so this is the 400 gold blue level of the gear on 3 kinds, and then we have resources as always, and 3 hours speed up multiplied by 2. Any of this is good to receive. Resources are always nice to storage in items, and when you're in a deep need to make some research, upgrade or healing your troops, then you can always use this. This helps a lot. And that gear, wonderful, something to collect, something to do. And let's have a look what they offer. We can find it, all this informations in equipment library, challenges field, and here we have everything, and obviously legendary is our target. So the first one, don't forget, then this one we can use double because we have 2 spaces for this kind of equipment in our champion. The same with the ring. Halter we can only 1, and armor also only 1. So still cool. The first one, cavalry attack, siege attack and health, march size against encounters, healing speed, wonderful. This is 4 bonuses right here, so those who are using this kind of stuff are definitely going to be happy. I should be happy with the cavalry or the siege attack. Second, research, I think that's the most what we're looking from those rings. Silver income and capacity, not so much, but 180%, that's a really big difference as well, so keep that in mind. Next what we have is that hold defense, traps, perfect. I think this is one of the best equipment what we get from this set. And then armor. Armor is more about resources, you know, protect the resources, how many we can hold it in our castle, sending limit and trading. That's really useful as well. So guys, remember, trying to collect many as you can and upgrade them until you're gonna get that legendary level. Don't make the mistake and don't upgrade your gear, for example, from, if you can't use this and it's a very long way to get to that moment because your champion is weaker or your base is smaller, don't worry about this. Better to invest and set up properly and prepare yourself for the future than actually doing mistakes. Some of the gear might gonna take you a little bit longer time to collect, especially the first one. I think those you can only get in from the camp level 7th, so make sure you're gonna try to collect this other equipment, so you are gonna be prepared for the future. This is not too bad. Champion only need between 60 and 62 level of experience for this to use. That's not too bad because now we have a gear which is required more over 70, so keep that in mind. Like I said in some of the videos, some players doing mistake, then they doing that upgrades for those stars, so they waste a lot of good gear instead of actually upgrading and proceeding them for the next level. The good thing what I can use some of the old stuff, yes, I can upgrade it even further and actually using for those stars. I think that's the only point. Definitely, actually, I would have to be in a massive, very big need to sell any of this. Let's see, for example, what I collect is 17 of that noble dough. So 50,000 gold for one of those? No thanks. Legendary is far more better. It's 200, but this is totally not worth it, because let's think about it. You need to use 6 of purple to create one legendary. So it's better to sell 6 purple, for example. But still, it's good to upgrade. You can use those later to make this legendary on a higher level. I think this is the only point to have more of this gear. I hope my video is helping you out. If you are new on my channel, make sure you're gonna subscribe. If you like those videos, leave me the like. That really helps me a lot and changing my mood to better. Here you guys have you can see then this is gonna be another part of the gear or something else available for us in the future. So keep an eye on your game updates. You can see that I keep working on my castle. Everything is correct, in correct order. Sometimes I'm losing, sometimes I'm winning. That's the whole point of playing the war game like this. Let's go back to the camps, and now just let's talk about it. The difference between I just want to let you know, I don't hitting any lower level than 5th, because this is already, I'm not getting receiving any points from it. On maybe a few points for the experience for the champion, but nothing else. And everyone else is going to be in the same position in time. So the 5th level, let's have a look here one more time. So this is the rewards. Like I said, double 3 hours, speed up, 120,000 on one of the blue ones, so 400 gold. So what if we're gonna hit higher level? Let me find level 6 right here. So the gold is now tripled, gear is doubled, and there is a chance to actually get that grand one, armor, the purple one, which is nice. But this you're gonna receive only one piece of that gear. The blue one still double resources. Some of the amounts are really nice, and this speed up also changed to 8 hours and is multiplied by 3 right now. So this is very cool. 7th is definitely cool, because you have that extra knife to receive, and the gear is all in purple. So definitely worth it to hit them if you are strong enough. I always telling you guys, take it easy, get yourself stronger, and then hit. I'm not saying to not hit the camps at all. I tell them hit them fucking hard and many as you can, but be smart about it. Sometimes you players, even me, was testing it and losing so much troops that this reward is not worth it, you know. Yeah, the gear, yes, but the resources, I was spending far more resources to heal my troops. It's a good thing then we can find it 24-hour speed up here as well as in gold. For these camps, I suggest you to use some special boosts, better setup of your troops. Use the T5 bows. Doesn't matter what the enemy have, bows are always should be there, and this is what I can encourage to everyone. Let's see few hits what I've done. I hit them the 6th level of camps. That's 200,000 T5, and you can see the formation of the enemy is different than the previous in barbarians, so keep that in mind. Scout before you go at least once, and then you're gonna be, you know, much more organized with this, and then you know, your loss is gonna be further less. So my first hit, 76,500 here, and I got a little bit more bonus on the swords. I didn't apply any extra bonuses, just gear and swordsman. Yeah, they are the best units on this type of the castle. Remember, then it depends on which castle you have. There is a different bonuses. So the spearman actually going to be more useful in this one, and the bows, as always, because there's cavalry against us more than any other units. Let's have a look how this battle look like. You can see then I placed the cavalry in the middle because there was a swordsman on the front, but until the cavalry actually get there, there was no swordsman to fight with, and so that's, I think that was a little bit of waste. And so what I did next, just to try, have another go, but this time I changed some of the gear. The gear before I had against the encounters, I changed a little bit around and give it more bonuses on the spearmen, which you can see right here. The swordsmen are a little bit weaker, but the spearmen attack increased. And so you can see then, well, let's see this one. So my losses are actually reduced. I still lost a lot, I think, you know. Don't forget that we're fighting against T5 here, and maybe different setup of the army might be needed, so you can try your own tactic and maybe it is going to work for you. And let's see the battle one more time. But it still works for me, you know. I was actually lucky one, and because of this fight I actually received that one armor in purple, so I was happy. It's not gonna happen every time, so if your losses are still too great, it's better to wait, collect it. You know, the difference between this and losses on a 5th level are amazing difference, you know. Okay, later what I did, I changed the cavalry and I set up with a little bit more spearmen. So let's have a look. You know, the losses are still there, but the amount of spearmen what I sent wasn't enough. I could send more, like you can see the numbers are different right here, but I just didn't have that unit. Last time I was hit, my castle, I lose some of those, they died, so that's a fact. Let's have a look on the battle. That is different. This is still very cool. You always try to, you know, different units. For example, instead of this, for now what I want to try, I'm gonna send in the middle swordsman. So let's have a look how this is gonna go. Again, make sure you're gonna put your gear and talents on everything what you can on the fight. This all depends how many of those camps you planning to destroy. Let's have a look. Let's just hit on our land. I don't want to hit on the enemies, to be honest. Where are you? Here. Try to check sometimes if it's a bonus next to you better, because this might be even helpful, or maybe you can actually get extra point for it, so the capital will have that focus on. This is all on trade, but oh, this one order focus, so this is even far more better for me. So let's land over here. Oh, I thought there's somebody actually going for that camp, but it isn't. If you can, if you're taskmaster, then you can mark those. You can get that extra few points for attacking those bastards. I don't understand sometimes in this game, you know, they making that stupid like update or something, and then they showing and trying to explain me everything how this all works from beginning. They even changing the fucking language sometimes. This is so annoying, you know. Okay, let's change these troops. This setup should be better, guys. If you have enough T5 bows, so use them, then this is the game changer in that moment. You see then the number, the march size is increased radically, so you know the number is going to be very different. I will tell you why. I already said that about in my previous videos. Let's do it again. But this is the reason. Order focus in your capital, 20% on your march size against encounters, and you have a chance to get that extra chest. So this is, you know, this is one of my favorites. After investment focus, this is my favorite, definitely. So let's have a look on that quickly. See, the swordsmen are already gone, and this is the setup that I need. Perfect. No, perfect will be obviously with those T5 bows or something, but still I think good enough. And now, and my losses are slightly 63,000, so it's far more better right now than before. Still gonna work on it. We got a double chest right now. Let's open it. Let's celebrate with some rewards. So we got that gold, triple, and we have that 2 of the gear in the blue level. Still great. I'm very happy about this. Guys, try your tactics, use your bonuses, depends how many encounters, how many camps you actually destroying, and have fun. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave me that like if you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more about March of Empires, check my playlist. I've got few different playlists, you know, video setups about the March of Empires. So make sure you're gonna check this out. And I always welcome everyone to check out my other games. Thank you for watching and see you next time.